Alright, hey guys, so I'm making this video to give you guys a little bit of update on my STI. So, my current setup right now is Invidia Q300 catback, Invidia catless downpipe, Cobb access port, Grimsby turbo heat shield, and and the Cobb SF intake. So, I'm enjoying being catless, but the problem I'm having is my car is over boosting. So I'm only running the access port maps, which are optimized for the catted downpipe, and I'm hitting about like 18 pounds of boost on a 15, when my target boost is 15. So I'm over boosting by quite a bit, and I'm running a lower wastegate map, even 10% lower than what the low wastegate map is, and it seemed to fix the problem, but I don't know, like, I just want to be safe, so I ordered the Invidia catted downpipe, and that should help a little bit, and at least help to take away a lot of the creep. So I'm gonna get that installed today, and then I'm gonna have to figure out how to sell my Invidia catless downpipe. So if any of you guys are interested, just post a comment down below, because it literally has less than 100 miles on it, which is ridiculous. So yeah, I'd probably sell it for like $270, which is $50 off. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, but I'm just on my way, just out for a quick little drive, and I'm going to talk a little bit about Stage 2, and the gains I felt from it, and the difference, any problems I've had, and just how I've been liking it. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and jump right into it. So it was only Stage 1 for a short time. I was Stage 1 for about, I'd say 2 weeks. So I was able to feel how it felt when the throttle was back to how it used to be. So whenever you re-flash using the Cobb access port, the throttle, you have to give it a lot more gas. It's not as sensitive. But after a few miles, like, I don't know, like 20 or so, you get the throttle feeling back to how it should be. So, it's always a little awkward getting used to that throttle response, but it's not really a big deal. So, yeah, so after I reflashed to stage, after I flashed to stage 2, the difference in the startup was, like, I mean, just the sound of the Invidia, it just sounded so much louder and so much better and throatier, so I really enjoyed it. But, on the first test drive, the power gain was just insane. And the craziest part is, with the setup I'm running right now, I'm not making nearly as much power as I can on even a conservative tune. So once I go catted, I'm going to wait a little bit, and then I'm going to look into maybe doing an E-tune through Torch Performance, and then I'll be able to be pulling out a lot more power than what I am now. But yeah, if you can hear the intake, it's kind of cool. Like, that was only at 3,000 RPMs. It's, being able to hear the turbo spool up and everything, and hear the BBB is really, it makes the driving experience more fun, I'd venture to say. So yeah, the Stage 2 difference was just huge. Like, the car got up to speed so much faster, and I shot a flame on my first test drive, so that made the experience even that much better. But, one of the problems I had was, on the Cartboy hangers, the standard 12mm ones, the exhaust was sitting really close to the bumper. And some of you guys may know this, depending on how much research you've done, but the Q300 tends to have, not fitment issues, but it's hard to get it adjusted perfectly. And so I had the left side was like perfect, but the right side was it was on the inside of the bumper too far, so it wasn't like flush with it like the left side was. And it was a little bit higher up, so I literally had like that much space. I could maybe fit, like, I don't know, a couple pieces of paper in between. I mean, it was really close. And it sucks because on the right side it ended up hitting my bumper in 3 spots, and also it started to burn my bumper, so because of all the heat being so close. So to solve that, I ordered the Cartboy large hangers and installed those, and it doesn't look as good in my opinion, but it looks fine. And just knowing that I'm farther away from my bumper reassures me a little bit. So yeah, lots of you guys are asking me about the catless smell, and if it smells bad, and how I manage with it and stuff. And I was like honestly really worried about how it would smell being catless, because I'd heard a lot of mixed opinions. Some people said that they don't mind the smell and they actually kind of like it, while others were saying the smell is like horrible and that it's just like horrible. But I had heard half and half. Like, some people were saying that you can only smell like when you go like wide open throttle, and it only smells bad like on startup. But yeah. So sorry, that guy was getting really close in my lane. But for me, you can definitely smell it on startup. The smell is hard to describe. It smells like burning fuel almost. Like, it really didn't bother me, the smell. But I couldn't smell anything inside the cabin unless I had like all the windows down. So that was a good thing. Like, you couldn't really smell inside the car. But you could, even like when I open throttle, I couldn't smell it. To me, it's behind me. So sometimes like when I would get done driving and I'd pull into my garage, the smell would kind of linger, which is one thing that I didn't mind, but I didn't know if it would bother other people and stuff. So that's something to take into consideration with at least my experience. That it would smell on startup, and I'm assuming it would smell for other people when I went like wide open throttle. Yeah. And then it would tend to smell like after I drive. Like this morning, I mean, because the difference too is the exhaust was so new, so it was still burning off all of the coating and everything, so that made the smell worse. So the smell is getting better the more and more I drive, but yeah, I shouldn't have to deal with that with catted. But I really like the sound of catless, and I was worried that I would lose that going catted. So, but apparently I only would lose a little bit of the idle. It would just idle a little bit quieter, which I don't really mind. So it should sound the same, going like wide open throttle and revving it and stuff. But yeah, going stage 2 was, at first I was thinking that it wasn't going to really hold me over and I'd want to do even more mods. But in all honesty, stage 2 is quite a bit of power, even with what I'm running right now. Just that it feels like a whole new car, almost, like power-wise. And I mean, I do think that honestly, because I told myself I'm not going to really buy any more like crazy stuff for like the next like 6 months, like engine mods. And I think that I might actually be able to reach that, because the power of stage 2 just feels really nice. But I may be going for a dyno tune in like January or February, so I guess that kind of counts as an engine mod, but I don't know, it'll help the car run better. But yeah, I was really debating between the Cobb catted and the Invidia catted, but I ended up going Invidia catted at literally the last second. I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to go Invidia, because I didn't want to deal with any possible fitment issues with the Cobb connecting to my Q300, because the Cobb downpipe tapers to a 2.5 inch when the Invidia Q300 is a 3 inch. And obviously Invidia to Invidia, the fit should be pretty good, or I mean perfect. So that's why I went Invidia. But yeah, I'm just pulling in, so I'll make a video of me being catted later today, like my first drive and stuff like that. I'll see the GoPro mounted, I think. So I'll let you guys know how I feel about it, and how, if the car's running any better, and how my boost creep situation is. Oops, went too far back. It's one thing I still haven't gotten used to with this car's this size. But yeah, guys, so I just want to give you a quick little, I guess, video about why I'm going catted, what downpipe I'm going to be using, and how I'm liking stage 2 so far in a nutshell. So yeah, just a quick video. I'll make a lot more, taking video requests or whatever you want to see. Just let me know. Thanks.